welcome back to another video. This is going to be not a journaling video. Surprise, surprise. Because this is going to be me working on one of my Christmas presents for my sister. Because we both really like Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I get very inspired by people I watch. And I got on the side of YouTube where people make zines and things. So I decided I wanted to try to make some zines, and of course what I make it on and what gets me inspired a lot is Avatar. So I ended up taking my sketchbook that is like my project design sketchbook and just sketched some basic things very quickly up. I haven't finished sketching them, but just like a general idea and stuff. So I decided to make it a series and not just one. So each one is an 8-page zine, and it goes through each element, and it starts with Earth because Earth is my favorite. Then it goes fire, air, water, and then I originally was only going to do those 4, but then my thing of trying to make it each one consistent, so have like the same amount of characters per and locations and important things per nation included, I wasn't going to be able to do what I wanted for fire because there's so many fire characters. Because automatically you have Azula, Zuko, Mei, Ty Lee, and Iroh. That's automatically 5 out of an 8-page thing, and it wasn't going to work, so I ended up adding a 5th one on, which is going to be the White Lotus. That's one I really haven't done anything for, but I'll go back in and sketch them closer once I get to it. And stuff on here has changed since I made this, because I have completed the Earth Kingdom scene, which is here, which you've probably seen if you've watched. I don't know what month I completed this in and showed it, but I just used some craft card stock that I had, folded it up to be an 8-page zine, and I did cut out some paper to make the Earth logo, and then just used some water-based markers. I think Marby Le Plume 2 pens and some Tombow dual brush pens just to put some earth things, and then I just used Tombow Fudonosuke for the black and stuff. So in this I used a whole bunch of different materials. I used paper, obviously, Tombow's, Crayola, paint as well. So the front always is just gonna be like this. It's just whatever nation, or when I get to the White Lotus tile itself, cut out of paper with a little bit of design and just saying it on the front. Similarly, I'll just go to the back. Similar thing, but it's not made out of paper. I just drew it in with color pencils just to make it a little bit easier. Because I will say, some of these symbols, making them out of paper is a pain, especially when your X-Acto knife or X-Acto blade is trash. I really need a new one because it never was really good. So the first spread, I just drew a badger mole for earthbending, because originally it was going to be, see here, originally it was going to be the prison camp, and then the next page would be Ba Sing Se, but I decided to scrap that idea and instead went with the badger mole. So we're going to do the creature that it's most associated with instead. And then just did some research and stuff. I have all my research here on sticky notes. Just go through the wiki. I just went through the wiki, picked out stuff that I deemed important or interesting, and then picked out what I liked best from there to put in. There's some very basic information in here if you know the show enough. And then there's Ba Sing Se. I didn't try to make it super accurate, but that's just what it is. Then I did Kyoshi, Toph, Suki, and then Tio. Now this, like, these in themselves are mainly just acrylic paint and then a Tombow over it. So what I've done is I have started the Fire Nation one, which is here, but I've not gotten super far. So all I have so far is the Fire Nation logo. This is so difficult to cut out, like I said, without a good blade, but nothing else has been done in the front. I drew out the logo in the back. I folded it terribly, but that's the thing. And then I've sketched inside. So I've done the dragon, which I was debating on even doing him because I didn't. Drawing him would have been a pain. The dragon temple is done. Azula. It's gonna be Azula. It's gonna be Zuko, May, and then Tylee. So you can kind of see what I did is the front has paper cut out of the symbol. The back is just a color pencil drawing. The first page is what animal is most attributed to it. The next is one location. Because I could have done like the palace, but I decided not to do that. The next one is the headpiece of a character. And then the eyes of a character. Then the weapon of a character. And the bottom half of a character. So that's what I've gotten so far. I'm not going to be able to complete all of them in time for Christmas, but I'd like to try to get the Fire Nation one done. So it can be this, and then the other two can be for her birthday, because that's in the beginning of the year. So in this video, I'm going to be working on this, and I'll Okay, so I film all my YouTube videos on an iPhone just because this is a little hobby of mine and I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of money on a camera that I didn't even know if I was going to keep up with this to this degree. But my iPhone has very bad storage issues, so this video you won't be able to see me doing everything. I ended up just skipping, like right now. Like I skipped coloring in Tylee's pants there because it wasn't important, because I'm going to go back in over them and paint them, and I'm also going to skip coloring in the top part of her pants there because again I'm going to go in and paint it. I also had to cut out the entirety of me doing coloring in and painting the dragon and the Sun Warriors temple where they had the dragon dance in the show because storage issues, and I didn't want to lose everything else, and there was nothing I could do because just the only really way to deal with it is to have a system reset, and currently that's not an option. Maybe later and stuff. So this would be the scenario where just a separate camera would be useful, but the funds are not there for that currently, so I'm just going to be skipping around and stuff and doing stuff. So I'm going back in with paint, so you won't see the dragon page until now in the flip through, and you didn't see as well my writing, but this is the final result. I'm quite pleased with it, and I only have 3 more to do, but they won't be done until next year, and I'll try to make a video with the full process of them later. But that was it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.